Anza football on KDON, the home of De Anza Athletics. Tonight, our De Anza Dons take on the Wildcats of Dogherty Valley. National anthem by the De Anza Band. Tonight, our De Anza Dons take on the Wildcats of Dogherty Valley. Dogherty Valley, out of San Ramon, a Division I public high school, comes into tonight's game with a 0-1 record, losing last Saturday to Novato, 31-8. The Wildcats are led by head coach Mike Tisha and by their senior captain quarterback Calvin Montano and senior captain running back linebacker Spencer Greenlee. The Dons are coming off a tough loss at the hands of Kelseyville last Thursday at De Anza. For more on the Dons, let's turn to Mr. De Anza himself, Coach Hillyer.
Thanks, Lawrence. You know, it's a pleasure to be out here. It's another beautiful evening out here in the El Sobrante Valley as we watch the football team getting ready to take on Dogherty Valley. Last week was a tough loss for the De Anza Dons. They just were playing a team that was just a little bit bigger, and the cues, some of the miscues on the football side were not very good. So tonight, for the keys to tonight's games are going to be definitely to limit the mistakes. This is your second game at this point with a scrimmage behind you as well. You really can't be going out there and making too many errors. You got to keep the tempo up. The second thing is control the ball. Last week we saw that the defense was just completely dominated because there's no defense going to be effective if you're going to be out that long. Lastly, be aggressive. These Dons are looking mean tonight. They're out there warming up. They're even the way they sang the national anthem this evening looked a little bit more aggressive. So hopefully we'll see that fire and that passion that we know the Dons to be so good at.
Coach, Dogherty Valley, led by their senior running back Spencer Greenlee, is probably going to be a lot like our last game against Kelseyville. They're going to be looking to run it right down our throats. What do the Dons need to do to improve from last week in way of facing a running team?
This team, much like last week, is going to definitely try to spread out the Dons defense. They're going to be running inside. They're going to be running outside. What you got to do is keep pace with them all the way to the sides. Play sideline to sideline football. And if you can limit getting those first downs and stop them early on, the defense can get off the field and let the offense actually do some work. So staying with them, playing sideline to sideline, that's really going to be the keys right there for the Dons to have success. Get the defense off the field, get the offense on there, and run the ball down their throat.
For the Dons to be successful tonight, Coach, who are you looking for to have a big game tonight, a big impact?
Well, you know, I'm definitely a big fan of seeing the quarterback, Richie Curbison, throwing a little bit. He definitely had some strong throws last week, but I'd like to see him come out and do that again a little bit. James Carter's really going to have to step up on offense. He did last week, and he really showed off some of that speed. So we're looking for number 2 to really do some damage as well. So hopefully if the running game can be established, then we can quickly go to the pass, see some early slants, and really see them slice and dice up this Dogherty defense.
Well, it's a beautiful night tonight, Coach. I mean, it's a little cold. Doesn't look like the wind's going to be much of a problem for the kickers tonight, anyways. At least as it is right now. I haven't been this excited about a football game, Coach, since Notre Dame beat up on Michigan the last time.
Well, be that as it may, every year is a new year, so we'll see how the Wolverines pull it out this year. I know they had a big win last time, but we got a big game tomorrow for Michigan and Notre Dame, but we'll get to that later. The good news for tonight, though, definitely is that the scoreboard is working, so we have a fully functional staffed stadium tonight. And so we want to give a big shout out, thank you to the PTSA, which is helping us raise funds for the school by running the snack bar. Our wonderful cheerleaders who are leading our fans in the De Anza Dons cheers. Now right now it looks like that we have the captain shaking hands. We're making the toss, and we're waiting to see which side of the field they're going to be taking, if they get the ball or not.
Really appreciate how you changed the subject there, Coach, from Michigan Notre Dame to a more positive thing for you. Hopefully it'll be a positive night for the Dons tonight, and then tomorrow Notre Dame will kick some Michigan butt. Can't quite tell who won the toss here. Mr. Caden's band was awesome as normal. Brand new uniforms. I mean, everything's going so well at De Anza right now. Really happy to be a part of it. Looks like De Anza has won the toss, and looks like they are going to receive. I'm sorry about that. Dogherty Valley has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. Dogherty Valley is going to be going from my left to my right towards May Road. Kicking off for De Anza is number 81, Giancarlo Ugaz, a junior.
Seems we're waiting on the Zebras to get ready here today. And now looks like we're just about ready. So as usual here at De Anza, everybody up for the kickoff.
Kickoff taken by Dogherty Valley, number 26. Looks like he's about to the 25-yard line. Dogherty Valley will start first and 10. Again, at quarterback for Dogherty Valley is number 12. Calvin Montano, a senior, 5'11", 185 pounds. Montano's under the center. Looks like it's going to be a run to the left side. Number 24 with the run.
Yeah, they definitely come up to the line very quickly. They're going to try to snap it very fast on this De Anza defense. And if they saw last week's tape, there's a possibility they're going to try to gas them early on that. So establishing the run play and then moving from there. So far, though, it looks like it was a gain of 6 yards in that last play, so 2nd and 4.
Dogherty Valley back up to the line. Montano under center. Another handoff. Looks like it was number 24 again. Looks like a great stop by number 40, Rico Tolfree. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. They actually lost 2 yards on the play.
That was great reaction by Rico to really find that guy and hit him hard. So it looks like the De Anza Dons are tackling a little bit lower today, which is really going to help him out. Look for the run on this play.
Motion to the right. Pass. It's intended for number 24. Incomplete. Number 27 for Deanza. Joseph Sedilio on the play. Breaking up, which brings down a 4th and 6. Dogherty Valley will punt. Back for Deanza. Number 27, Joseph Sedilio. High punt. And a fair catch by Joseph Sedilio. And there's a fumble by Sedilio. Looks like Dogherty Valley has recovered. Looks like number 17 for Dogherty Valley recovered the fumble.
That's a tough break for the Dons. Joseph Sedilio has usually got very sure hands. Goes for the fair catch, and then he just kind of he misjudges it. It's too early in the game for this. And like I said in my keys to the game, control the ball and limit your mistakes. So the Deanza is really kind of hurting itself right now. They had a great 3-and-out there. They had a great tackle for a loss and a good stop on the pass. But, boy, this is just really going to hurt them. If they keep the defense on the field too long, it's going to be a long road to ruin. So let's hope that they get back on their feet, make another big stop, and hopefully push these Dogherty Valley kids back a little bit.
Joseph Sedilio did have the sun to his back, so I don't think that was a part of the problem. It was a very high kick. Again, there is no wind here at the stadium. It brings up a 1st and 10 for Dogherty Valley on the 33-yard line. Not sure what the delay in the action is.
I believe the delay is we're waiting on the chain gang to kind of get down the field on the far side here. So the referees are doing their diligence and making sure that everything is correct and all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. But, boy, it is slowing things down a little bit. Still have 10 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock for first quarter. So very young game to start off. Only had about 3 or 4 plays so far in the game. Referees are signaling they're ready to go, and clock has started.
Montano under center. Single backfield. Looks like it's going to be a throw. Intended for number 23, incomplete.
That was a great pass rush by Rico. He has been dominating this side of the field. Whatever he ate for breakfast, boy, he needs to keep this up every Friday because he is in the backfield in that quarterback's face every time. Number 40 looking sharp tonight.
Be really a nice thing for Deanza to face this challenge here early. Come out of here with maybe no points or hold them to a field goal. They do have a very good place kicker who's on scholarship to a Division I program. Stopped by Deanza.
Great stop again. Looks like it's about a gain of what appears to be about 2 or 3. This is not Kelseyville last week, and it is becoming obvious. The Dons are starting to push them around, and that leads Dogherty Valley to another 3rd and 8. So we'll see what they do right here. Last time in this situation, they threw the ball. Their run game has not been established yet, and they're 0 for 2 on passing so far.
Handoff. Looks like it was number 24. Looks like it may be a pickup of about, what do you say, Coach, about maybe 2, bringing up 4th down and 8?
It was a gain of about 3 yards here. We're looking at actually about 4th and 4, 4th and 5. I think that Dogherty Valley is going to talk it over if they want to go for it. But, boy, it's just too far out of range for a decent field goal in high school. But it's close enough that they might want to be going for it at this point. And it looks like they are electing to go for it.
You expect a pass here or a run, Coach? Looks like it is a run. By number 16, goes in for the touchdown. Went off right tackle. That makes the score 6-0 Dogherty Valley with first quarter with 9:10 left in the game. They are going for two. Number 12 has the ball, and he's brought down by number 27, Joseph Cedilio Jr. for De Anza.
You know, that last touchdown pass, touchdown play, excuse me, the run, that was a great idea, great call by the coach for Dogherty Valley. While they've been continuously trying to run up the middle, they finally decided to bootleg one out and around, and it caught the Dons completely by surprise. I believe it was number 16, just kind of walked right into the end zone at that point.
Right now we have a sideline report from Alexandria. Alexandria, it's all yours. Okay, here we go with the kickoff by Dogherty Valley. Back deep for De Anza. Number 11. James Tariq. Here comes the wind. Let's see what it's going to do to this kick. Number 32 for Dogherty Valley is the kicker. And the kick. Deep, high. Back in the end zone. Wow, for high school, that's pretty impressive, Coach.
Boy, you just don't see that very often in these games, but that was an impressive kick. But you know what? For the first time now today, we're actually going to see some De Anza offense take the field. We're hoping that their linemen can establish a little bit better today than they did last week and really be able to develop some of their plays. Currently right now, we have Lawrence who's going to pick apart and take a look at the De Anza offense.
Starting the quarterback is number 29, Alex Hernandez. Hernandez is under center. Appears to be a run. That brings up 1st and 10. Penalty against Dogherty Valley. Looks like it is 10 yards. Not exactly sure what the call is. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 with the ball on the De Anza 35-yard line. 8:53 left in the first quarter. Hernandez under center. Ball taken to the right side for a gain of maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, that ball is carried by number 33, Gaston. He's a player that you're going to see playing on both sides of the ball. He's really been working hard this offseason and developing as a player. I think he's going to have a pretty big senior year for himself in football. But 33 is coming off the field right now. One thing you are going to see is De Anza has a makeshift offense that shifts around. They are going to split time with their quarterbacks, and they are going to split time with their running backs as well. So Dogherty Valley is going to have to take some time to figure out this offense. Now over to Alexandra Padilla, who's got an on-site interview with Miss Caroline Braun.
Braun. So let's ask her a few questions. Ms. Braun, how has your year been starting off to?
The year's been starting off really, really well. I'm very excited about our brand new freshman class. They're the class of 2018. There is a whole bunch of them. We have almost 400 students. So we're really, really excited to get them involved in De Anza and build a culture.
How has the freshman energy been this year?
They are certainly, some are more wild than others, but overall it's a really fun class. They are very, very happy
Third
and
down and
excited, so are
3.
we.
And the last question that we're all dying to know. Last question that we're all dying to know is why did you wear blue in the rally instead of purple for freshmen?
I wear blue and I always
Pass.
wear blue because
Broken
the
up by number
seniors are blue and
25
they're my advisor. I'm
for
their
Dogherty
advisor
Valley.
and they're my babies, so I gotta support.
David
But I still
Perendiz.
love those freshmen.
Senior.
Thank you.
Pass was intended for number 27, Joseph Padilla. He has been all over the field today, but as he leaves the field right now, he looks a little bit shooken up. Definitely one-arm tackled on the way down after that incomplete pass. But here we go. The Dons are about to kick off, punt the ball back now.
John Carlo, you guys, is back for the punt. Nice punt. Received by number 16 for Dogherty Valley.
Tackled by Damon Henderson, wraps him up, takes him down. In fact, he gets sandwiched a little bit, but you can see that the Anza offense, they're meeting real quick, and they're having some discussions on what they can do to start running this football down Dogherty Valley's throat here.
Montano brings the Wildcats up to the line. Motion to the left.
That's going to be another first down. You know, once again, it's that sideline to sideline football. If they can't find a way to contain these guys on the edges, it's going to be a long day for this De Anza defense. They got to find a way to stay with their gaps and stop that outside run.
Brings up a 1st and 10 with the ball on the 48-yard line. Stopping the action.
And that's going to be a timeout for Dogherty Valley. They're going to regroup their offense, maybe give their offensive line a little bit of breathing room after that big run.
Coach, this game is starting to remind me a lot of Kelseyville. What do we need to do to fix it?
We're going to have to really work on that containment. Whoever's on the defensive ends here for De Anza, on the edges here, we got to look at number 38, Ponder. We got to look at the outside linebackers, number 33, Gaston, and even the strong safety, Carter, number 2, and Brian Alpine, number 4. We got to make sure that they're containing on the outside here because that's where the big runs are happening. Inside, they're not able to do much damage, but boy, outside, it's killing them right now.
Montano under center. Handoff to number 20.
Another big push by this Dogherty offensive line, and once again, another first down. De Anza defense have got to get a takeaway or something and get off this field quick.
Doesn't seem to me, Coach, that De Anza is getting very much pressure on the quarterback.
Well, Dogherty Valley made some adjustments. They're definitely holding the line a little bit better. Once again, it's going to be a run down the middle, and they're pushing that pile. If the De Anza Dons can't find a way out of this, it's going to be, once again, and I'm feeling redundant, a long night.
That brings up 2nd down and 10 with the ball on the De Anza 30-yard line. 2nd and 3. 6 minutes, first quarter. Starting to get a little bit more darker in the stadium now. Sun's starting to go down. Pass. Caught by number 85 for Dogherty Valley. Number Colin Carey, senior tight end. That's bringing the ball now to the 18-yard line of De Anza. First down for Dougherty Valley. Montano under center, motion to the left. Hand off to 24 on the left-hand side, picking up a lot of space there. Looks like he's brought down about the 5-yard line, I believe.
About the 5-yard line, but they're slashing and dashing over here on the De Anza defense. That last play was in another part of the misdirection, but boy, let me say that this quarterback has definitely got a laser of a throw, especially when he moves out of the pocket. De Anza quarterbacks usually are a little bit more of a pocket passer, but tonight, that Dougherty Valley passer, he likes to bootleg out and just really send a laser out. So number 12 back up to the line here, and it's a quick handoff right down the middle. Number 25 is going to take it in, truck a few, and then looks like he's going to be pretty close to that touchdown, if not already.
Looks like it's going to be second and goal. 3-yard line. Montano under the center. Hand off to number 24. Pickup of about 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Touchdown. Snuck it across the line, Coach.
Yep, little hey diddle diddle straight up the middle at that point. We're going to have to see, though, if Dougherty Valley is going to go for that second point like they did earlier, a little bit of misdirection, or if they're actually going to try a field goal here. They do have an unorthodox formation that they line up in here.
Looks like the old swinging gate, Coach. Okay, here they come back into the traditional formation. Looks like it is going to be a kick. And it is good. That puts the score 13 Dougherty Valley, 0 De Anza. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
It's going to be really important here for De Anza to be able to get some momentum back on offense. And honestly, right now, the return team is already on the field. They are ready to get that ball back and really show that they can do something. Once this offense gains some momentum, gets some rhythm going, I think they're going to be just fine. But really, they need a jump start to get this going. Hopefully, this will be a decent return. But boy, Dougherty Valley has a great kicker right now. So we'll see if the Dons even have a chance at returning this next one. If they do, look for them to be hungry, be aggressive, and let's move that ball down the line.
It would be really nice to see De Anza go on maybe get a first down at least to give the defense a little bit of a break. They've been out there quite a while now. Back for De Anza is number 11, Tariq James, and number 22, Ritu Gomez. Kickoff, again, another high one, a little short. Brought in by Gomez, number 22. Picks it up for a short gain.
Looks like they're going to be on the 25-yard line to start this possession here. Not a huge return right there, but Dougherty Valley was able to swarm on that one.
Looks like there is a penalty against Dougherty Valley. They're marking off, looks like about 10 yards. Any idea what happened there, Coach?
No idea, but I got to imagine that it might be a holding call or something along those lines that hurt Dougherty Valley there. But that's the second time in a row offensive series has started off with a penalty like that.
Hernandez under the line. Handoff to number 43, James Stern. It's going to bring up a second down and 10 on the ball. The ball's on the 37-yard line.
Actually, looks like it'd be about a 2nd and 8. One thing to remember is that this is a very young De Anza Dons team. And some of our most key positions, including number 40, our occasional quarterback, number 31, and also James Stern, number 43, are all sophomores. Are actually playing up here on the varsity level.
We have a change in quarterback, number 29 for De Anza. I'm sorry. Same quarterback. I'm sorry.
That was a tough pass right there over to Robert Stern, the brother of James Stern, who tried to slice and dice his way up into the middle of the field, but unfortunately was dragged down. So that brings up a long 3rd and 8. So we'll see if De Anza does maybe a screen pass or something to curb the aggressiveness of these Dogherty Valley kids.
Riley Mirashiro brings up the Dons to the line. Hernandez under center. Pass. Caught for a big gain by number 40.
Big catch by Rico, number 40. Once again, that's one of our sophomores here at De Anza High School. Looks a little shooken up over it, but boy, he was running right down the middle, and that was a beautiful pass by that quarterback over to number 40. And a great catch, great takedown for another De Anza first down.
I don't think Dogherty Valley was ready for that one, Coach. Let's see what they do now on first down. On the ball's on the 48-yard line. They picked up that first down we were talking about, Coach. Looks like another pass. And incomplete. Intended for Joseph Cedillo, number 27.
Boy, it looked like he was wide open on that one. I'm not sure what happened there. We can see a little bit of confusion on his face, so hopefully he can get on the same page as his quarterback and get things rolling again. I will say the front group for Dogherty Valley is looking monstrous up there. Definitely De Anza offensive linemen have their hands filled controlling that.
Well, Dogherty Valley coach has number 74, who has going on a scholarship to play at Ohio State next year for the Buckeyes. Quarterback sack. Takes the ball back to the 45-yard line. 3rd and 10.
You know, on that play, you just kind of saw the offensive line get blown up a little bit, and it looks like it's supposed to be an option play to the left side. And as the quarterback is running there, he ends up finding out he's running in his backfield. That left guard's got to hold his position just a little bit longer.
Hernandez under center. Single backfield. Another possible fumble on the play.
This offensive line has got to do a better job blocking here because they're just letting Dogherty Valley's defensive linemen have their way. They're getting to the quarterback very quickly, and they are hungry. They are very aggressive and coming at them quick. They got to figure something out very fast if they're going to move this football any further tonight.
Punt by De Anza. Nice roll, nice roll. De Anza's able to down it at about the 3-yard line. Great roll on that one by you guys.
I'll tell you, even in the NFL, that is a dream punt for anybody. So it looks like De Anza's got him backed up on the 3-yard line here. Hopefully we can stay aggressive, maybe have a couple blitzers go in, but we got to stop him on this play. Look for Dogherty Valley to have a run with this this far backed up there, but honestly, they haven't been stopped yet, so they're going to keep coming at him.
Just how much of a size advantage do you think there is, Coach, for Dogherty Valley, both offensively and defensively compared to our guys?
You know, it's these Valley kids that are coming over from across the mountains that come out to the East Bay. I was jokingly telling people that I'm the small guy when on my high school team, and I'm bigger than anybody that's on that football team right now. So it is one of those it's one of those deals where we definitely don't have the size, but we do have the speed, and of course, most importantly, we have the heart. So we got to find a way to dig deep and really play hard. Right now, we have a lot of two-way starters, so it's no surprise to see them a little bit gassed here. Even though some of these two-way starters are in excellent shape, you just can't expect to ask too much out of them for this length of a game against a team of this size. Clock is running down. We got about 20 seconds left in the quarter, and once again, this team is trying to run very quickly and very fast on De Anza, and it is working. 24 with the carry on that one to a swing on the left-hand side. That's going to be an automatic first down. And I believe he was run out of bounds, which will stop the clock at 10.9 seconds. Do you want to have a camera point at the scoreboard every now and then?
I do. Cameras never know.
Yeah, it's all good. Looks like they're going to let the time expire, so that'll be the end of first quarter. The score right now is 13-0. They're throwing another 12 minutes up, and we're going to play another quarter here. And it's another beautiful night here in De Anza. You see the moon is out, the crowds are out, and it's a wonderful Friday evening for a game of football. Once again, it's the beginning of the second quarter. Currently, it's 13-0 for in favor of Dogherty Valley. Dogherty Valley starts off very quickly, comes to the line fast. And it's going to be a run play, a bootleg around the side for number 12. Once again, he's stretching that field, but De Anza chases him sideline to sideline. That's the kind of football we want to see, and it looks like it's going to be a loss of 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12. All right, the clock continues to tick here, and now it's going to be 3rd and 19 from the last play. Looks like Dogherty Valley is sputtering to start off this second quarter. However, we are definitely going to need a big push for the De Anza Dons to finish this third down. Looks like Dogherty Valley is going to commit a penalty of some sort. And once again, their offense is continuing to sputter, which brings up 4th down and the punt team at 4th and 19 to go. So Dogherty Valley sputters out, and this is a chance for De Anza to really make a statement. Take the quarter from them. And a booming punt, but it's a little bit short. And great catch by Rito Gomez. The ball bounces out of his hands, but out of bounds. It stays Deanza ball. Great job, number 22. Deanza takes over. It's going to be a first down for the Dons. Boy, I'm not sure what happened in between the quarters, but the momentum is beginning to change over to the Deanza Dons side. So we're going to see how their offense does here as number 29 comes out to deliver the play. Let's keep this momentum going and push him down the field. Big 65, Mr. Riley, is out there as center to lead this offensive line. And we have the two Stern brothers in the backfield ready for support.
Ball on the 35-yard line. Hernandez brings the team up to the line. Under center. Intercepted by Dogherty Valley. Number 65. That's us. .65 with the tackle for Deanza. Center, Riley Mashiro, captain of the offensive line. That gives Dogherty Valley the ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Actually, it's going to be marked at the 48 in Deanza territory. Boy, what a costly mistake. Just threw in too much traffic right there. Got a little too excited. Throw looked great, but I think it was a little underthrown or possibly didn't see a defender, and now they took the ball back. But, boy, 65 made a hell of a tackle to stop that. And it looks like we have a penalty against Dogherty Valley, and I just, for the life of me, cannot figure out what is going on with that team. One thing I will say that is a pleasant difference from last week's game is relatively few penalties for this team. We have a personal foul against Dogherty Valley for a face mask, and that's going to push them on back, but I believe that the ball is going to remain in Dogherty Valley's possession.
Even though it was a turnover, Coach, I was kind of glad to see Deanza kind of being aggressive offensively, trying to get out of the mode of just running the ball, trying to see what can happen on the outside.
That is one of the keys to success, is be aggressive. Go after it. If you're going to make a mistake, you do it 100 miles an hour. Looks like we have another stoppage in play as the referees have to explain what playing decent football again is to the Dogherty Valley team. Hopefully we're going to see the aggressiveness continue. This Deanza defense led by number 43, James Stern, as the nose tackle here. Let's see if they get a little bit of penetration here, play some sideline to sideline football, and get ready very quickly, because here they come.
Dogherty Valley with the ball on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Looks like it's a handoff. Gang red on that one in the way of a tackle. That was nice to see. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Handoff to number 24. Flag on the opposite side. More than likely a hold. Yes, it is. That's going to bring the ball back. Deanza's staying strong. I got to give him credit here, Coach.
You know, it's a different type of second quarter. I've said it before, but Deanza's really, we can see who's going to win this game by who makes the fastest adjustments as well. Both teams have now got a quarter under them. Both sides have played a little bit of football. The early jitters are out. They're experienced at this point. Now it's time to play some hard-nosed football and really go after it.
I would definitely say the Dons are definitely more disciplined at this point in this game. I can't even honestly remember Anza being really called for a penalty. Man in motion to the right. Run by number 17 for Dogherty Valley. Brought down by number 11, Tariq James.
You know, this misdirection that they're using right now is really just confusing the defense. It's very hard to see. And, boy, this quarterback and running back team, they're just very good at this deception. And how hard is it to see over these large bodies that is the offensive line? And, in fact, it looks like number 65 might be ready to go in to help out this defense a little bit and get them some breathing room for some of these offensive linemen. Defensive linemen, excuse me.
1st and 10 for Dogherty Valley. Number 24 with the run on the left-hand side. Brought down by, I believe, number 27, Joseph Sudilio. Brings up another 1st down for Dogherty Valley. First and 10 for Dogherty Valley. Another hand up right up the gut. I believe the ball carrier was number 25. Wind starting to pick up a little bit. Michigan boys starting to get a little cold, but that's okay. Handoff. Left-hand side, number 25 for Dogherty Valley. David Perendez, senior. Going to bring another 1st down.
Anza's not winning the battle up front. That's where it really starts. So in the trenches right there with the linemen, that's what they got to do. So Dogherty Valley comes up really quickly. They have a sweep to the left-hand side, and he's got running room. He's going, and it's going to be close. Boy, looks like they're calling that pretty close. It'll be close to the goal line. Carried by number 24, Michael Pengelinen. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And now the ball's on the 5-yard line, and Dogherty Valley is looking on the verge of scoring again. We'll see if they throw it right down the middle or run it right down the middle, excuse me. Number 12 on the line, sets the ball, and end around to number 17 is met with a huge Anza force. We possibly have a fumble there. And it looks like Dogherty remains in possession, and that's going to bring out 2nd and goal. But they did move a little bit closer here. Ball on the 3-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Looks like they can get a 1st down. Number 17 around again. Same play. In for the touchdown, number 17, Trent Ruckman. Makes the score 19-0 Dogherty Valley. Dogherty Valley will go for the conversion. And he is in.
Boy, that's tough to see. This running game that Dogherty Valley has really is just cutting the wind out of the Dons here. Every time the Dons get a hold and get a long 3rd down, it just seems that Dogherty Valley finds a way to find that open gap and just really move the ball down the field. Huge plays coupled with a few small ones are really blowing this open. So far in the half, we have about 6 minutes, 25 seconds. So this running game on both sides of the football is wearing on that clock, and boy, is this game starting to go fast.
I would honestly have to say, Coach, that the Dons do look better since last week.
It's a process going through the team. What a football team looks like its first couple games is definitely not what they look like by the end. You have injuries piling up, but also at the same time you have a skill that's being developed in practice and a rapport with each other that is second to none and so vital to this team. There are a lot of De Anza Dons that are still ineligible to play currently right now, but by the time league starts, we will have a full force of the team, and that's really going to help out with some of these two-way starters that are getting gassed right now. As the team begins to gel, these are just preseason games. These are ways to warm up, ways to get a little bit better. De Anza, once again, they're ready for this kickoff. They really want the ball here. And there's an onside kick, and Dogherty Valley is going to recover the ball. We're going to see what the referees do. But boy, De Anza did not seem ready for that one. And it is Dogherty football. They've recovered it.
That definitely caught the Dons off guard. That's going to put the ball at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for Dogherty Valley.
Well, to be honest, perfectly legal play and all rights, and honestly, the team was not hiding it. That was looked like they were going to possibly be doing an onside kick right there. It was very well executed by the other team. But at the same time, you got to wonder, you're up 19 points here. I know it's only the second quarter, but boy, teams just don't go for those extra kind of plays typically. Now, big pass, ball is up in the air, and number 16 is wide open and catches it for the easy touchdown. Number 11, Tariq James, attempting to be on the cover on that one and just got beat down the way. And boy, this De Anza defense is looking softer by the minute, unfortunately.
How much do you attribute, Coach, to the team getting caught off guard with that onside kick and then just kind of falling asleep for that last play?
You know, right now they're looking for a little bit more heart on that sidelines. Even the sidelines standing there in disbelief. They can't believe that this is going to be another week of this. They got to find a way to come back against this team. It's going to be rough for them if they don't. Extra kick is up, and it is good, which brings the score to 28-0 with 6 minutes left in the quarter. This team, Dogherty Valley, has scored 14 points here in close to about 30 seconds here of football. The De Anza Dons just got to wake up and start playing some smart football.
Dogherty Valley is very clever on their special teams. They're running what's called the swinging gate on the extra point conversions after a touchdown. They've gone for a onside kick in the second quarter.
You know, I just got to wonder, you know, for this team to really try an onside kick, fake a two-point conversion, go for a two-point conversion, to do it twice, and to just come out and play this aggressive. I mean, it's not the friendliest thing in the world to do in football etiquette, not even in high school.
Here comes the kickoff by Dogherty Valley. Number 11, James Tariq, and Rito Gomez back for the kickoff. Kickoff taken by number 35, Robert Stern. Well, Coach, I was listening to what you're saying there, and I kind of agree with you, but let's play devil's advocate for a minute. Preseason game, you're a Division I school, playing a Division III. You're up big early. Since it's preseason, why not throw in some of those gadget plays?
You know, honestly, all's fair in love and war, and all's fair in football, for that matter. Etiquette doesn't really mean anything, and to be honest, there's nothing wrong with being aggressive. In fact, that's something we're hoping for to see for De Anza. Big play up the middle for James Stern. He is getting stood up, though. Number 43 is fighting, and he's going to eventually go down right about the 50-yard mark. But, boy, save that run on your reel, because, man, James Stern is running with a full head of steam on that one. Good job, number 43.
Okay, here we go. First down for Anza. Ball on the 50-yard line. Pass for Anza. Incomplete. Intended for number 40 for Anza. Rico Tollfree.
It looks like Rico's running that same seam route that he was running earlier today that he made that catch on. It looks like the quarterback, though, number 29, Alejandro Hernandez, is a little bit skittish back there, and who can really blame him? He has been hit quite a few times. The options haven't really worked, and he has seen his offensive line going backwards several times. So it doesn't really surprise me that he has his little jittery feet here, but he's got to settle down and just play catch.
2nd and 10 for Anza. Run by Anza, right-hand side. Picked up some yardage there. Number 2, James Carter with the ball.
Yeah, he is lead blocker there, Tariq James, and that's a great team that you're going to have right there. Just speed on speed out there in the flat. And if you can get those guys swinging out to the outside and show the other team, Dogherty Valley, a little bit of sideline-to-sideline football, boy, that would be really great to see. And I think that's going to bring the Dons to an advantage on there. Let's hope they keep being creative on their plays, get their speedy people the ball, play some power football, and let's run this ball down the way.
Pass, number 40. It is complete. Carrying a whole team of Wildcats with him to about the 23-yard line.
Boy, Rico's putting on a show tonight on both sides of the ball. Really playing aggressive there. He had a great spin move going, and he powered right through there. I would like to see him get a little bit lower and lower that shoulder to get a little bit more push. But, boy, what a heck of a play. Dogherty Valley calls a timeout to give their team a little bit of energy here, but the Dons are on a roll. Let's hope they continue it.
The great thing about Tollfree, he is a 6-foot, 200-pound sophomore. So that's great news for the Anza Dons football program. With 4:54, it's 28-0, Dogherty Valley. I'd like to take this opportunity to give a shout-out to Mr. Gill, Mr. Anza production here. Anza brings the ball up to the line. Ball on the 23-yard line. Pass, again, quick pass. Intended for James Carter, broken away by number 17, Trent Ruckman by the Wildcats.
You know, they got to be careful on that pass. That pass is a great one over the middle there if the linebackers are blitzing and being aggressive. But on that one, the linebackers saw that, didn't bite, and backed up right there, and it was almost a pick. So you got to really be careful on that kind of play. I can definitely see that the quarterback was backpedaling pretty quickly there as the offensive line, the pocket collapsed him. It's these quick passes. They're good, but they got to have time. The offensive line's got to give them time to develop these plays and then find the man open.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, but that seemed like it was about the third play, the same play 3 times in a row there. I think Dogherty Valley starting to second-guess it on that and guess correctly. Pitch out to the left-hand side. Pick up maybe about 1 or 2, maybe about 2, 3. Brings up 3rd down and about 7. Sure would be nice to see Anza turn this into points somehow. The ball is on Dogherty Valley's 22-yard line, so if it goes to a 4th down situation, What do you think they'll do with that, Coach?
Well, at this point, you got nothing to lose. You're down 28 at the halftime. I mean, that's a lot of points that they put up on the board. So they got to find a way to do something and get some life in here. I know that Coach Gaskell in there is getting his, talking to his team right now, trying to keep them fired up. Make sure they get a little bit of air, can breathe a little bit, and just not make mistakes. Limit those mistakes that you're going to be making. And right now, the Anza Dons have been doing that. At this point, they're just a very young team that's getting outplayed by Division I school. But the good news is, on the horizon, this is a team that Anza can definitely take coming into the future. So I'm still extremely optimistic, and seeing these guys continue to fight and continue to play hard, it's good news for the future of this team.
Back when I was coaching, Coach, I had an old saying. It used to go, every day and every way we get a little bit better and better, and that's what we're doing right now with the Dons. Even though we're down 28-0, we still get better. We can still be working on things to get ready for the Galeo game next week.
Oh, absolutely. And when we look at who we're playing with in league, I mean, if we're sharpening our blade, sharpening our steel against this kind of team, Division I can't wait for us. Pass over the middle, and almost caught by number 40. Let's see if it is a catch. They are counting that as a catch, which is a first down, a diving catch by number 40. Boy, Rico's got some soft hands tonight.
Rico Suave there. This is really nice to see Anza be able to move the ball like this, Coach, coming into halftime. Sending a little message to Dogherty Valley that they're not backing down. First down at 10. Oh, fumble. I believe Anza has recovered it. I believe Hernandez recovered his own fumble. Takes the ball all the way back to the 14-yard line, second down and 10.
You know, these options are just not really working with the offensive line getting blown into the backfield here. Dogherty Valley's blitzes and their big bodies are just pushing them back, and they're having a hard time with it. Anza Dons called a timeout. The ball's been pushed back to the 14-yard line, and it is second and goal with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. We should hit our 2-minute warning here in a minute. And now we're going to go over to Alexandra for an interview.
Hello, my name is Alexandra, and I am here with the assistant coach of the cheerleaders, Lanisha. So I have a few questions for her. So what are your plans for the futures of the cheerleaders?
Okay, for Anza Don varsity cheerleaders, we have some cheer competitions set up. We also have some more rally performances set up. We have some halftime performances set up. We have a few surprises for you guys this year.
How are they doing this year?
I would say they're doing really good. They learn at a very specified rate, so it takes a certain amount of time to teach things. But once they get it, they can perform it very well.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll go back to the booth. Okay. Thank you. That was perfect.
Okay, here we go. Second down and about 18. Ball on the 14-yard line. Hernandez under center. Back for a pass. Throws to the left-hand side. Incomplete. Intended for Carter.
Looked like about a 10-yard out route on that pass. They just missed their connection right there. Part of me worries that I got to make sure Alejandro is able to see over these big bodies flying at him. It was actually a well-thrown ball, tight spiral right there. Just a little bit out too far to the left, and James is not going to be able to catch that. These guys got to sync up if they're going to do some damage through the air.
What do you anticipate here, Coach? Run, pass, third down and 18, ball on the 14.
I got to imagine that they're going to be working hard on this one. Now it's going to be, looks like they're moving around. Scoreboard is now showing it's 3rd and 14. But even still, at that distance here, you got to use all of your downs to get into the end zone. What's the point of going for 3 points? You got to go for those 7. Now's a chance for you to spread the field out. I'm looking for a pass, possibly even a screen pass. Pass is broken up. Intended for number 30, who is currently not on our roster list right now. But boy, once again, looked like a strong pass there. It just didn't sync up. So now it's 4th down and 14, and De Anza is definitely going to be going for it. I take that back. It's a possibility they might actually be using a field goal. Well, any practice is good practice, I suppose. Right, Coach?
Yes, sir. You guys back at about the 25-yard line. Giancarlo, you guys. Kick is away, wide left. Got up in the air, had a chance, but it was wide left. That brings the score 28-0. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter. So, Coach, what's your game plans for 5 o'clock tomorrow evening?
Well, I hear that the University of Michigan is playing a little tiny school outside of Indiana, I believe, somewhere around there. We're not really sure. Most people can't name more than 3 cities in a state like Indiana. Even still, though, we're looking for a good, hard-nosed football game out of Michigan. All right, Dogherty Valley races up to the line, number 12 under center again. He snaps the ball, and once again, surprise, surprise, it's a run to the right-hand side, and De Anza is able to sift it out. Tackled by number 2, James Carter. And it looks like, boy, he just wraps him up, takes him down, bounces back up, and is back in the huddle, ready to go again. Let's hope De Anza continues pushing right here, but it is going to be about a 2nd and 6 to go. Tackled by number 43, James Stern, on number 20 of Dogherty Valley.
Remains 3rd and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line. Run. Left-hand side by number 24. Great hit. I believe the hit was by number 85 for De Anza. Marco Witten, senior. Real nice hit. I'm sure his mother felt that one.
Which mother, the defender or the guy making the tackle? Boy, that was tough. Are you doing an interview with Gaskell again or no?
Stopping the action. 2-minute warning. Dogherty Valley with the ball on the 37-yard line. So, Coach Hillyer, were you born in Michigan?
No, my father actually grew up in Detroit. In fact, he is here in attendance this evening. So big shout out to my father, David Hillyer, sitting up in the stands right now enjoying some De Anza football. Drove all the way down from Sacramento. My father went to the University of Michigan, and currently one of our good friends, Mr. Bryant Gomer, is currently working for their former teacher move this year. And there's my father in the stands right there. Wonderful. There you go. Yeah, he is definitely a supporter of sports, and he has taught me everything I know about football, baseball, basketball, and everything.
Dogherty Valley with the ball. Pass. Number 12 kept the ball. Roll out to the left. Pick up of maybe about 3. Jordan Banks Green for De Anza on the stop. Number 24. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Well, with all due respect to your father, Mr. Hillyer, I'll stop picking on Michigan. I don't really know the man, but I trust he's a great guy. Flags on the play. For those of you that are wondering why I'm such a big Notre Dame fan, that's basically where I grew up. Grew up about an hour out of South Bend in a small little town called Knox, Knox.
Beautiful town out there. Actually, I have gotten a chance to visit Notre Dame school out by South Bend, and it is gorgeous out there. The entire campus is absolutely beautiful out there. Rolling green hills, gorgeous. All right, number 12 back to pass, and Rico, number 40, almost makes tackle, but number 12 is able to scamper out and slide down. Sorry, number 42 almost on that tackle. But he slides on down, and the clock continues to run. 1:30 left. No timeouts for Dogherty Valley. One timeout for De Anza, but I doubt they're going to use it. They got to get in the locker room and start talking things out, getting everybody on the same page. Defense looks ready, and Dogherty Valley runs up to the line.
Another pass by Montano. Starting to scramble, being chased by the De Anza Dons. Brought down for a small gain by number 68, Kali Ponder. I'm sorry, Tyreek Armstrong on the tackle. Tyreek Armstrong. Tyreek, a junior.
As time is winding down, you got to wonder why they're still going for these big passes, boys. So it's a nice thing to see that they're hit. All right, wrap around to number 24, and he is taken down quickly by number 85 again, Markel Witten. Good hit right there in the takedown. 30 seconds, the clock should be running, but it looks like possibly a timeout by De Anza. But that should be enough to get a first down. Excuse me, they stopped the clock for move the markers, and the clock resumes with 27 seconds remaining in the half.
I don't believe Marco Witten played last week, Coach. So it's nice to see him out there with a big tackle, making a big contribution to the Dons. Dogherty Valley back for a pass to the left flat. Incomplete. That is the end of the second quarter with the game 28-0 Dogherty Valley. I'm sorry, 10 seconds left to go on that. Would like to remind you that tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by KDON, the home of De Anza Athletics. Ball on the 49-yard line, 10 seconds left. Montano under center. Another pass. Incomplete.
You know, they're still trying to really push, and they want to get as much as they can. But it's a little insult to injury that they keep going for these long passes on the De Anza Dons. But I guess they're working out some of their routes, and they're using this definitely as a preseason game as well. It's nice to see, though, that the coverage has been so good the last couple of plays by the De Anza Dons that they've been able to get a couple extra hits on number 12. Hopefully that softens them up a little bit, possibly makes a few more mistakes, and the De Anza can capitalize on that and really do something with it. All right, Dogherty lines up for what appears to be the last play. 6 seconds on the clock, and it's third down. They're going back quite a while for a pass. Passes away, and it looks to be incomplete. The receiver is out of bounds, and that is the end of the half.
With the score, 28-0 Dogherty Valley. Again, we'd like to say thank you to KDON for bringing you De Anza Athletics.
He's back up.
Again, at halftime at De Anza Stadium, Dogherty Valley 28, De Anza 0. We will be right back on KDON, home of De Anza Athletics.
first half of football, but unfortunately not for the home team, the Anza Dons. We saw a couple of different mistakes that came that went against us here, and that was a little disappointing. Mostly just kind of getting outplayed a little bit, outmuscled by his Division I team. Lawrence, what do you think? What'd you make out with the first half of this football game?
I was really happy to see De Anza be aggressive offensively, trying to do some pass action, quick passes to the flats, trying to move the
we think it's going to be an academic magnet for our whole district, and we think that'll help raise everybody up. So we're really excited about that.
Absolutely. It's great to be a part of it. Thank you so much for your time.
You bet. You bet. Nice to see you.
You as
Thank
well.
you, Dr. Harder. It's nice seeing Dr. Harder rocking the Anza sweatshirt there. Dogherty Valley went for the two-point conversion, and it was not successful. Anza is getting ready to receive. Number 32 for Dogherty Valley, Tommy Jew, is getting ready for the kickoff. Another booming kick. That, Coach Hillyer, I don't even think that touched the end zone on that one.
That was in, out, and gone. Straight boom to the moon. And tonight it's almost a full moon, so that is quite a feat in itself. But boy, this kicker is here to play. It's an impressive kick. It looks like the starters are coming back out again. I can definitely make out number 74. He's pretty easy to spot out there on the field compared to some of our guys out here. But like I said, this is a great experience for our students to play against these high-caliber teams because it's going to be something different when our own division walks in a few more weeks.
Joseph Padilla with the ball. Pick up of about maybe 2. No, I'm sorry. Pick up of 4. Ball's at the 24-yard line. Inside handoff to number James Stern. Pickup of about enough for a first down, probably about 8 yards, I believe. Puts the ball at the 35-yard line.
Big shout out to our cheerleaders tonight. They've done a fantastic job. We've had the privilege of being able to sit right in front of them, enjoying their cheer and enjoying their ability to control the crowd. So thank you so much to the cheerleaders at Anza High School. All right, big open hole on the left side. The Anza Dons are once again going to push forward, and that looks to be about a gain of about 6 or 7 yards, setting up a very nice second down. That run was done by number 24, Jordan Banks Green.
Dogherty Valley takes over, 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. Talking about the cheerleaders, Coach, for De Anza, I don't remember us having as many cheerleaders, and they're all in uniform. I mean, they really look great.
Well, it's been a bright spot for De Anza tonight, that's for sure. They've definitely looked in sync. They're in tandem here, and they got some rhythm going. I wish we could say that about the offense tonight, but you know what? Everybody's got to start somewhere. It's kind of like the preseason in that way. Same way Jim Harbaugh with the Niners is just kind of like going through it, trying different things, and really working hard at continuing to try to find some rhythm on there. We have a carry up the side here for De Anza, taken down after about close to 10-yard gain, but there's a flag on the field.
A little surprised there, Coach, that you forgot that Harbaugh's a Michigan man. He played for the great Bo Schembechler at Michigan. Then he went and played for Ditka in the Bears. Captain comeback. Another penalty against Dogherty Valley.
Oh, he's gone. Yeah. He left. He said, gotta go home.
1st and 10 for Dogherty Valley with the ball on the 41-yard line.
Yeah, another push up the line, but De Anza's able to hold strong. This defense has been put through a lot, but boy, they are still able to make some good plays. Definitely some bright, shiny spots throughout tonight in their play. All right, Dogherty up to the line quickly. And it's another bootleg around to the right side. Number 16 is slicing and dicing and making his way out there. He cuts to the outside corner, and he continues to go. And he's eventually going to be taken down by the DA Dons. But, boy, that's close to a 30-yard gain at least. And, of course, another first down deep in De Anza Dons territory.
Inside handoff to number 20, Jesse Dean. Pickup of about 4. Ball on the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Another run up the middle. Nothing on that one. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Dogherty Valley. Score 40-0. We do have an injury on the field. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game is being brought to you by KDON, the home of De Anza Athletics.
Hello, my name is Alexandra, and I'm here with one of Anza's cheerleaders. Her name is
Brianna.
Brianna. So how have you guys been doing so far this game?
I think we're doing at this game.
Yeah.
I think we're doing really good. I think we're bringing a lot of energy and we have a lot of spirit. The team's working really hard, so I'm really proud of them.
Do you have any goals for your team this year?
I just hope that we can build stunts higher and just get more spirit and have the